What is up, guys? Welcome back. Round 2 of the Twin Rivers Open today. Main goal, no double bogeys would be great. Get a bunch of birdies. Once again, I think one of the goals for the rest of the year and forever is just don't cage putts. Give them the juice they need to at least get in, give them a chance, and just play my game, play confident. Today, a little windier, I think. I'm definitely going to be switching some game plans on a few holes. I think I'm going to be throwing a few more forehands off the tees today, which hopefully goes well. If you watch the practice round and yesterday's round, you know this course I don't really have like a set game plan. Obviously stay out of the rough as much as you can and make putts. But I'm excited. I tee off at 12:30 today. They moved the tee times back like an hour, which is nice. Get out of here a little bit earlier. But looks to be a good day. I'm excited. Yeah, we're gonna go warm up a little bit more and we'll see you in the booth.
There's 3 keys to disc golf: driving, approaching, and putting. You need all 3 to do this disc sport.
And we're back here live. What is up, guys? Hole number 1. You heard me talk a little bit about game plan earlier, but my game plan has totally changed because I guess we're playing shorts today. So we got a completely new layout other than I think 2 holes. We might be playing the same. I put a zone in the back. Well, ESP zone, hole 1. Just a hyzer. Don't saw it off. And we piered. Feeling good on hole 1. Little tap in. Start 1 under par. Hole number 2. Shorter tee. Pretty much the same shot, but a little easier gap off the tee. I got PA2 in hand. Just trying to throw it low but hard and kind of slide it up there. And I do just that. Just got to miss the trees. You see me kind of kick out of a little bit there. I thought I was parked, but this is kind of one of them holes or one of those putts that early on you want one of these to you want to feel it go in and kind of get some confidence rolling. So going through the routine. Yeah. Unfortunately, on hole 2 today, we cage a putt, which I'm not happy about, but on to the next one. You saw me go deep, long OB yesterday. Today I'm like sawed off broad, and I did that. A little too much. I went OB once again on the island hole. We pitch it up there, take our 4.
Oh, man.
We're laughing it off, but man, this hole had my number this weekend. 3 over par strokes on this one little 170-foot hole. My card mate Nick, he just put my disc back in my bag. He actually aced the hole, so it was pretty sweet. I wish I could trade scores with him. I go forehand on this hole today, and you can kind of see my body like pull it right at the end there. And that's because if you know my forehand, you know I throw it very low. And I was scared of hitting those posts. Kind of burned it over. I'll take my little zone up shot here. And a little iron leaf action. Obviously, I should have thrown it lower, but the amount that I hit those leaves, I didn't really think it would make much of a difference. We'll C2 bid. And honestly felt pretty confident with it out of the hand. Felt like I gave it the spin, gave it the pop, but, you know. So, back-to-back bogeys early in the round. Shorter pad here, Mando in play, those 2 little arrows. We go PX3, turnover to flat, which is one of my favorite shots to throw. And yeah, I kind of just caught the late trees that you want to go deep of them or before them, and I hit them. And you'll see my disc come out here. I'm literally playing from down a cliff, and one of my feet is like almost in the water. It's on like a log that was in the water, and so that shot was great. I'm kind of hyped, thinking, man, you saved your par, and then we do that. So this is kind of the point early in the round. I'm 2 over par, and I kind of just tell myself, Rod, it's now or never. That's about as bad of a start as you could really have. And now it's time to battle back. So buzz assess here on hole number 6. I love when I get this disc in the hand and we lace it, guys. Super tight hole. Water left. Bunch of trees to hit. And man, that one felt nice.
Dude, Great shot.
Oh,
Yeah, you're
I should have just done that first.
Kind of continuing the theme early from yesterday of bogey strokes and fighting back to par. We go ultra.
Oh, baby.
And normally this is a little bit of a flex shot, and I kind of just threw it flat, and
Yeah.
it was a good shot, but wasn't quite what I was trying to do. And we're right where we're in familiar territory from yesterday. We'll put it that way. And in my head, I'm like, oh, I'm about to make this hole my bitch. 5 yesterday, we're getting a 2 today. And we're taking our time, going through the routine. Deep breath. Yeah. I don't know. It didn't feel good. I feel like I did everything until it really took until right at the moment where you got to pop the hand, guys. But no harm done. We get our par and move on to the next one. PX3 in hand. I was thinking of changing up my play, but I just stuck with the PX3. Said throw it hard, hit the main gap. This is one of my most confident discs, backhand for sure. And we lace it. We're feeling good. If you haven't tried a Prodigy PX3, it's worth checking out. It's just a notch up from the PA3, similar hand feel. And that gets us back to even par. And this is kind of where in my head the round begins. You know, we're back to where you start. Hyzer shot PX3, island hole, whole bunch of, I guess peninsula technically, but kind of throw the same shot as yesterday, and it's pretty much perfect. You'll see here, here's kind of a good example of the routine I've been going with. Set the mini down, throw the disc off, step back, take some breaths, get the grip on the disc ready before I step up, rhythm, breathe in, breathe out, pop. And it's been working well. So we're going to be sticking with that, really trying to get that into muscle memory. Here we are on hole 10, one of the same holes we played as yesterday. 555. I go a little more stable buzz assess. We got the same wind direction, left to right, and it's exactly what I want. Pretty much try and keep it low, cut off half of the distance to give myself this Firebird upshot. The last 2 days I was going power grip. This one I went fan grip because I had been kind of pushing it a little bit deep, and we played it perfectly. Going through the routine. Yeah. Told myself really get the legs into that one. Just figuring it out, guys. So we got another par 4, hole 11 here. Yesterday I threw a real nice shot, and I'm pretty much trying to do the same thing. DD1. And you'll see it just get absolutely destroyed by the wind. Now, I should have maybe stabled up, but after watching this shot back, I actually feel like the throw, in terms of how my body looked, was what I wanted. But, I mean, you could see how kind of windy it was today. I think just probably should have thrown a more stable disc. And, you know, at this point, I'm like, save your par, Broad. We go ultra, and it's exactly what I want. But unfortunately, this green only has really one pier access route, and it's very straight. So I kind of hit those early trees. We got the little putt from the knee. Trying to line it up. Give it a good bid. Yeah. So we're going to take an unfortunate bogey here, and doesn't feel great, but like I said, guys, this whole weekend was just, it's about battling. And, you know, you can make mistakes. Don't be scared of the bogey because there's birdies to get. We go Trash Panda Base Plastic Canyon, and it's perfect, except there's this little bush. You see me kind of check my swing here. Didn't know if I wanted to mark it or not, just with the bushes. Step back. Do your routine. Take the time. You know, all my comments of my haters shitting on me for putting, I do listen. I'm trying to build a routine. I'm trying to figure it out, and that was the best feeling putt of the day. Honestly, spun the shit out of it, putted it so good I was a little scared it was going to spit out of these older baskets. Now this hole, the shortest chip forehand holes of the weekend, the island hole and this one, were just not doing it for me. Yeah, I don't know. Nothing more you could say. Unfortunately, I'm like a little low ceiling with a distance that I'm not super confident in my abilities to putt. But we kind of just slide it up there, get a little step through. We tap in. Still sitting at 2 under par right now. This hole right here, if you can see the T sign there, every single bit of tall grass is OB. It's one of them ones that a lot of people debate laying up. I go DD1, my most beat up one.
Yeah. Yep. Safe.
And out of my hand, I actually loved it because the left to right I thought would flip it up and go straight. And then it just never really did. It just kind of stayed on that hyzer. I maybe threw it a little too steep, but we're actually putting the Buzz Assess right here, guys. I felt like I needed a little more speed on my layup disc. Kind of an interesting spot for me right now in my game, but no harm done on this hole is all you can really ask for. You want to get that too, it would be awesome, but can't complain with the 3. We got a fresh little S-Line DD1 available at powergripusa.com. Use code Broderick free shipping over 25. Go check it out. And we sling the side hand up there. But once again, the wind, I felt like I threw it decent, and that the little right to left coming through kind of stalled it, and I feel like didn't let it swing far enough to the basket. So this is probably right at about 40 feet. And I actually liked the pop a lot off of that one. I just simply was a little, I don't know, I tend to hang my far putts out left, whereas that was a putt where if I just aimed center, I actually probably would have made it. So the putt itself felt pretty solid. My aim point was just off for what the result was. But we got PA4 in hand. This is alt tee. A lot of these tees today from the shorts I actually had never played. We went PA4 and laced that one. I do like this hole. And now, so this hole, basically, I am right on circle's edge. It might not look like it because the lens compression. And you'll actually see me here kind of be like, hey guys, I think I foot faulted. I don't know if I'm in or out. It was confusing. They ended up being like, bro, we can't second that. We weren't really watching, to be honest. So, you know, it is what it is. We tap in our par and PA4 in hand once again. These last, holes 17 and 18, super just tight wooded holes. And I put this PA4 in the bag for this weekend because I knew I needed something I could hit on more steep hyzers through gaps and get to flip up, whereas my PA2 is not flippy enough. And great result there. We're lining up our putt once again, going through the routine, and I wish I could say I made that one, but honestly was not super mad at it because I hit high. I committed to the putt, and I honestly committed to my aim point, and I just actually putted it high enough, which is something I don't usually do. But we step up to 18, kind of knowing we need to get some birdies, and man, that was a pure shot. A little bit on the back side of the green here. Once again, having to do a little straddle. This is something I'm going to be working on, some hillside putts and figuring out a stroke. But we're able to just kind of pop the hand, grab that last little birdie, and get us to 3 under par going into hole 19, which for an adequate forehand player has to be a birdie. Just under 300 feet. Firebird. Look at that silhouette right there. Just pop it out there. Let it fall. And pretty simple. Now, not to put my card mates on blast, but they just missed about the same putt that I have now. And I was third to go. We had a threesome today. We played 3 of us on the card, you know. And pretty much told myself, like, Brad, you got to make this. In the past, when I would see people miss on my card, in my head, I almost made it okay to miss because, like, you know, someone else did it. And I said, no, that's not you today. Jam this thing in there. Probably my hardest putt of the day. To snag a little 4 under par to finish. And we'll catch you with the after round thoughts.
Oh, all right, guys. A little bit after the round here. Kind of get my final words for the weekend. Colorful scorecards. That's kind of the theme here. You know, guys, this was an interesting one because I I don't know, I felt so good at some moments, but then still had like that shaking confidence / nerves that just kind of can really derail certain holes or, you know, stretches for me. Take a little look at my scorecard for today. Obviously you guys once again just watched the round, but 3 bogeys in the first 5 holes, especially after birdieing 1, unfortunately missing that putt on 2, but kind of lacing the line and assuming I would start 2 under par. But it's like, I don't know, you start out feeling good. I was nervous, but I still like executed the drives, and then to go bogey with kind of some dumb mistakes, like just bad disc golf. But honestly, no doubles, which is nice. Doubles are what really can break down a scorecard. And then I did have 8 birdies today, which is 1 more than yesterday, which is great. You know, like I said, in the past, I was so scared of bogeying that I would like miss a lot of these birdie putts because like I was scared of the result. And this weekend, I feel like I pretty much overall succeeded in the idea of, you know, getting the birdies, regardless of the bogeys, regardless of the bad holes. Get birdies and don't stop getting birdies, because, you know, you can improve these dumb mistakes and these kind of easy fixes. But if you're also getting the birdies, the rounds are going to come around. And I think that's what this weekend showed me. You know, as much as it looks like an odd, I don't know, kind of an odd, like, I don't know, just an odd weekend overall of like, got a lot of birdies, played some really dumb bad holes. But for me and where I'm at and learning to play tournament golf, because tournament golf is a different beast. Anyone can, so many disc golfers are great disc golfers when it doesn't matter, but when it matters, it's a different game. And you know, looks like my event rating 958, so a little below my rating, which sucks. It's like so simple, a couple, like 2 mistakes on the weekend fixed, and I at least shoot above my rating. And I don't know, unfortunately I was tied 9th yesterday. I dropped to 11th out of 21. You know, it's just I don't know, we improved. You know, the reality is I did play better this weekend, and the putt, the routine helped a ton, the breathing, the rhythm. Early on in this round, I was shaking a little bit, like I was nervous and the routine didn't quite feel as natural, but I feel like it's set in. And honestly, I think just what I'm most proud about is I didn't let the bogeys get to me, and I pulled the rounds together. I finished strong. I said, you know, we're over par. There were moments in both of the rounds this weekend where I was over par, and a lot of times in the past I would just be so kind of distraught. I would just let it get to me the rest of the round, and a lot of times I would shoot over par. And all I had in my head was battle back, get birdies, and fight to get yourself under par. You know, at one point during this round, you know, I was 2 over par through 5, and then kind of finished solid. Finished pretty good. Got back to 4 down, 5 down on the event. But I don't know, guys. That's disc golf. You know, I get a lot of hate about sucking balls at disc golf on these tournament rounds, but the reality is, like, I'm out here doing it. I'm out here playing tournaments, filming them, learning a putt with my offhand that I've been doing for a year, and still having like a halfway decent rating. I don't know, like it's like, I think a lot of people look at my game and think of it as like, oh, he fucking sucks, he can't putt. But it's like, yeah, I've been putting left-handed for a year. You know, I'm learning to adapt and learning to figure out my game and figuring out how to play in tournaments. So I don't know, overall I feel like this weekend has a lot of positive to take from it, and I'm actually, like, as much as I could have done so much better, I'm actually super happy with the result and kind of the mentality going into the next few weeks here. I'll be playing the Monday qualifier for Cascade Challenge out at Shelton Springs, and then I don't know if I actually said this anywhere, but I am playing the kayak point go throw event. So you'll be seeing a go throw event week, and got a lot of content coming your way, guys. We got the Midwest tour coming all June. Gonna be in and around /around the Preserve, Des Moines Challenge, probably the Majestic. Gonna be doing a bunch of content, BBO 2025. I don't know. all sorts of stuff. We got a busy summer coming up, and I'm so excited. Thanks for being here, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed another tournament weekend, and we'll see you in the next one.
Creator of Frisbee Club, motherfuckers.
The man, the myth.
And right here, I have a frisbee bag. It holds all my frisbees, the ones I like.